I'm part of an expedition into the Deep Roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted Deep Roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested... Although... a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Help my expedition reach the Deep Roads, and I'll do whatever you need.
You don't ask for my terms. What if I were asking for the Knight Commander's head on a spike?
Is that what you ask?
You decide. I have a warden map of the depths in this area, but there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend, a mage, a prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
That sounds like a good plan. Something I can do. His question doesn't actually make sense. His question about, you don't ask for my terms? What if I asked you for something really difficult? Because the answer is, I wouldn't do it. It doesn't matter. Me saying, yes, I will do a favor. It's like people asking you, will you do me a favor? The answer is yes. Yes, I will. Yes, I will do you a favor. And then they ask you, will you rob a bank with me? The answer is no. No, I won't. I won't do that. And it doesn't matter that you said, yes, you will do a favor. That's not how words work. You can take them back. It is okay to take words back. Unless, when in this particular situation, when, like, you say, I will be there and you can count on me, don't take those words back, because that's shitty. But when somebody is asking you for a favor without telling what they are, then it's alright. It's alright to do that.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
Tell me about your friend.
His name is Carl Thekla. He was sent here from Ferelden when Kirkwall Circle required new talent. His last letter said the Knight Commander was turning the Circle into a prison. Mages are locked in their cells, refused appearances at court, made tranquil for the slightest crimes. I told him I would come.
He doesn't explain what a tranquil is. They're basically they're brainwashed or brain dead, really. It's not quite like that, but they get into a state of stupor and just like witlessness because they do something to their soul. Effectively, they take their soul out, and that's what he's complaining about.
Are these accusations true?
Ask any mage in Kirkwall. Over a dozen were made tranquil just this year. The more people you ask, the worse the rumors become.
How do you plan to break him out of the gallows?
I'm hoping it won't come to that. I sent Carl a message to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Maker willing, he'll be there, alone. But if there are Templars with him, I swear I'll free him from them, whatever the cost.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
I would help any mage in such circumstances. Map or no.
Better make this good. We're risking a lot if we anger the Templars.
I welcome your aid. I have already sent word for Carl to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free.
I wonder if I'll be able to have... Yeah, Carver didn't like that. I wonder if we'll be able to have influence over what the Templars do with mages, I wonder? So Ender's just gonna stay here?
Carl won't be able to get away until it's dark. Meet me at the Chantry at nightfall.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Let's do the other quest then.
Well, this looks like the place. If the cellars go this far, Maybe we were important.
I know, right? I mean, if you have a freaking huge mansion, you definitely were important. So far, it doesn't look like a mansion. Quests have been updated for... It says just need to go to the vault. Oh, these are guards. These are slave guards. Does that mean they're guarding the slaves, or does that mean that they are slaves themselves? Either way, they're red, and I must murder them. And I think we're gonna be alright. Everybody gets stunned. Let's focus fire here. And I will have to work with you here. Do you have your mode? You don't have your modes on by default. Why is that? I think it's alright. Why are you not attacking? You really should be attacking. Good. Perfect. Yeah, so the houses basically all look the same, or we got a fancy poison ring there, or this is just a nasty part of the house, you know, because it's a cellar or something, and they don't bother doing anything to the walls. Stamina draughts. Those don't exist in the main game in Dragon Age 1. I don't think we can go through there. They only exist in the expansion. I think they're for the rogues? Yeah, they're definitely not for the mages. Assassins lurk on the edges of fights, striking from the shadows before slipping away again. Be wary, as they often prey on those with the least formidable armor. Well, for that, I will save the game. And I will see how things work after that. That is not great. Let's see what I can do here. A pinning arrow will... maybe. Pinning shot. Good. And now I'll flee. And I will attack there. I think we're going to be alright. You're attacking there. That sounds good. I think we're going to be fine. That pinning arrow was brutal. Nope. There we go. Okay. Everybody's alright? Everybody is alright. They seem to be using their abilities quite liberally. And that is 109 experience. We have a belt. It's not very common for... Also, we have this, but that doesn't go anywhere. It's not very common for us to get items like that. It's usually just... mana or stamina. And that's for you, then. It's usually just actual junk that we get. You know, it's literally labeled junk.
That's the Amells crest, I think. Mother described it once. Put that above your door and you better have the ties to back it up. Otherwise you just look old.
Looking old is nice. It's truly sad what happened to the Amells, isn't it? I still remember grandmother talking about the balls that Lord Aristide used to hold at their estate, and the Antivan violin players and dancers from Afsana. No expense was spared, and no one would dare miss it, lest someone think they weren't worthy of an invitation. And then poor Revka had the child, magical talent, running in one of Kirkwall's most prominent families. The Templars had considered Lord Aristide to be Viscount after Threnhold's arrest. Can you imagine the scandal had he been chosen? They whisked the child away to the Circle, and the Amells simply had no luck after that. Leandra ran off with the Ferelden mage, and then Damian was accused of smuggling. Poor Lord Faustin almost bankrupted his family trying to get the charges dropped, but I hear Viscount Marlowe simply wanted the Amells out of the picture. And it worked too, didn't it? By the time Lord Faustin got sick, there was only young Gamlen left and a mountain of debt. I spoke to Dulce just the other day, and apparently Gamlen is now living in some low-town shack. Sounds like the sort of character you'd cross a street to avoid. And let's not even talk about the estate. It smells of old cabbage. Mother says we should remember the Amells because that sort of thing could happen to any of us. You know the old saying? Quote, a marcher's fortune rises and falls with the tide, unquote. If you ask me, this is just another misfortune that magic brings to honest folk, and Draste help that poor family, whatever lies in store for them. And this is a letter by Lady Amélie de Montfort. I don't believe they are... Why would that letter be there, though? I don't believe they are the current owners. We got Trobius's documents. That's good.
If you have a plan, get to it.
Well, retrieve the will. That's not... Is that what I got? If the mage Trobius is still alive, he might be in the gallows. Find information about the letter in Father's belongings that told of the death of an unnamed family friend. What a weird way to deliver that quest. They didn't even say anything. I just got a gold, almost 2 gold from there. That's pretty decent. Let's continue. This is a fairly linear level, which I am absolutely okay with. And that I'm not as okay with. But it's alright. Then we got a bunch of people coming in. I did a little bit of a stun. Let's see what I can do with you. Let's try to focus here. That's going alright. No, it is not. Okay, let's do the explosive thing. Oh, this is... Okay, go for it. Let's see how that works. I'm not 100% sure what it is. Oh, the miasmic. It wasn't the explosion. I'm very good. Don't worry about it. There we go. A little bit of stun now. Hopefully that guy dies. Being projected against the wall. And that's the slaver assassin. Oh, they're not... This is a slave guard, but that's a slaver assassin? So the guards are slaves. Well, I guess that... Oh, freaking hell. I almost died. That's gonna be a proper danger. Yeah, so we're killing slaves. Right. Hello. We got a couple of guards back here. Oh, no, we have more than a couple. Let's just let you guys be. There we go. Perfect. I think. Hey, don't come here. There we go. A little stun. Never hurt anyone. Not this one, anyway. There's some stuns that do hurt. And that's a kill. And that's another kill. Did you guys finish it? Woven bracelet. And more history of Kirkwall. We'll get to it. I'll basically summarize it. Even though I think we already had a good summary. Another belt. That one is for health. Just health. Let's give it to you. No, not you. You. Let's give it to you. It's not particularly good for rogues. But, I mean, rogues don't have that much armor, so... every mage, or enemy mages, possess an array of defenses, including shielding spells, that make them nigh invulnerable. They are at a disadvantage while casting spells, though. Did that bastard Gamlen put you up to this? Asks this mage, clearly. Thank you. Well, I'm not sure how we're gonna do the disarming, then. We did it, is what we did. Okay, I think this guy's attacking me.
I knew I should have slit his throat.
Yep. That was weird, wasn't it? Okay, let's see. You have Shield Bash. That's a really powerful stun. And then you have the pin. There we go. Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. Hopefully nobody else is showing up. I think it's gonna be alright. Mage has now Globe of Invulnerability. That should be fine. That's going alright, as long as no assassins attack me directly. Mage is invisible, or disappeared. That guy just materialized back there. Yeah, this is a dangerous position. They keep showing up from behind. There's a Master Slaver dead over there, so I think we have succeeded in at least some things. Okay, that's good enough. The mage definitely did not die, though. We do have the history of the circle here. That's an important aspect of the world. The circle of the mages, or of magi. They say magi, but they don't know Latin. Because it's mages, plural. Magi would be plural to magus. And, anyway. Either way, we have the vault key, we have an Imperial Blood Helm, and some lyrium potions.
Want me to take a look at that?
I do, actually.
We're good to go.
frayed rope, mask of the Imperium, Tevinter, patterned shoes. Sounds like a good time. Let's see what we can do with that. Oh, nobody can use it? It requires a bunch of dexterity. Oh, curious. Oh, I can use that. That is it's just extra armor. Sounds good. Though they're boots. Lovely. Do they look good? Honestly, they don't, but they are the boots. Nobody else can use them. So let's go. There's the vault door.
That has to be the vault. If there's anything to learn about the family, that's where it is.
Yeah. It looks like the map is enormous. We can see it here on the minimap, but here it's got Fog of War, which is kind of funny. Now we're talking about a proper estate. Cracked rose diamond, flawed ruby. Just bad gems. 9 gold is pretty decent. Torn slaver invoice.
So this is it? Grandfather's will? Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
I'll head for the door soon enough. I want to look around first.
I definitely want to look around first. This is an access to Hightown. So that outside might be just the roads. Well, I guess there's nothing else. Let's go back. And here we are. Cough scuffs. Those are the sentinels that we read about the Chantry wanting to deface. I wonder if we can see signs of them doing that. Or if it's just, you know, there's a bunch of them still up there. Anyway, let's see what else we have in this area. It's a lot to explore is what we have. But also an exclamation mark there. Let's go this way. That's a new thing. Oh. Tom Wise. It's a trader, I think.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenril. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the deep roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
It's a risk. But if we succeed, it'll be worth it.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenril's scarce these days. And the coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
Thank you. Thank you very much. And now we have debilitating poison. We can order these from back home. We don't need to be here. I think? Most likely. So, yeah, it's all good.
You know, Junior, you're looking at this all wrong.
Whatever it is you're about to say, I'm not interested.
I'm a professional younger brother. Trust me, the center of attention's the worst place to be. When things go wrong, and they always do, that's where all the fingers point. Look at any kingdom in Thedas. You've got people who warm thrones, and people nobody sees who do the real work.
And my sister is a queen in this scenario. Perfect.
Point, missing it. Oh well.
Yeah. Oh my god, Carver is an idiot. So he's basically the Alistair of this game. Except instead of being unreasonable, he's actually more reasonable than I am, because he complains about things that are... He's very specifically against stuff that is foolhardy. And I like that. That's good. It's not going to keep me grounded, mind you, but it's a thing. I think this might be a danger here. A couple of smacks and froze that guy in the face. Everybody else is handling things. And hello. Am I the one who pushes him? No, it must have been my friends. Okay. What you guys have? Why are you mercenaries? And why are you attacking me? Does that make sense? Is that a thing? I don't know, but I'm getting money out of you, so I suppose that's a good thing. Deathroot has been used in magic and potion making for centuries. It's a fragile-looking plant with a thin stalk and purple flowers, which fruits once a year, developing bright red fleshy pods that cause disorientation and dizziness if ingested. There are two varieties. The more common Arcanist Deathroot was first found by Archon Hadrianus when he discovered it growing on several dead slaves. The other, Lunatic's Deathroot, is most commonly or most closely associated with the story of the courtesan Melusine, who sought revenge on a powerful magister and his family. She harvested the plant, baked it into small pies for the magister's banquet, and presented them to the magister at a banquet. I suppose it's the banquet, because it is, anyway. All the guests were seized by terrifying hallucinations after eating the pies and tore each other to pieces. Wow. That's some bad cakes right there. Some bad cakes. Danzig.
Mind your manners. This is my territory.
Well, I will mind my manners then. Sister Plinth's remains? The remains of a missionary, sister, who sought to bring the chant of light to the dark places of Kirkwall. The chantry archivists are always looking to catalog their lost on the memorial wall. Also, maybe to perhaps kill the ones who made her lost?
Mind your manners. This is my territory.
I think it's very clear it's them. Either way, we got that. So, there's that.
Break some heads tomorrow, maybe. Good payday.
Well, now we know where the sewers lead.
Well, yeah, we have known for a little while. We got a wooden staff. Is that better than... Oh, no, it's not here. It is nature damage. Oh, mine is cold damage. Oh. Or this, physical damage. I'll get that. A couple of staves here. And nobody else can use those. And the stars. The stars are basically... It's a shame I can't see the stars of my current one. But there we go. New staff. Yeah, these are basically a staff that closely resembles, or more closely resembles, the actual war staffs that are historically used, because they have blades. War staffs don't have blades. Well, I mean, not historically, but you can have them if you want. It's fine. So let's follow up on our birthright thing by going back to Lowtown. And this time it didn't have all the arrows pointing at it, and going back home.
So, Carver, have you thought about what you'll do if your expedition doesn't pay off?
This is our only chance, and you know it.
You're so damned proud you couldn't pick up a trade.
And who would take a Ferelden apprentice? Maybe in another year I could work my way up to Piss Boy.
Fine, let's crawl down some holes. Good bloody luck for your sake.
Hopeless pragmatism, I think, might be a good describer of Carver's personality. My house is here. Look at me finding my way just by levels alone.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
We found the will.
Grandfather left everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense after all. See for yourself.
I should... maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
What do you have to say for yourself?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral!
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
Fucking hell! What looking after?
You'll spend the rest of your life paying my mother back for what you stole.
Andraste's ass, I will.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make a willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
What do you mean, no? Why did you shake your head? What is that? What is... This guy's just a piece of trash. Yes, there is a door here, game, I know. Oh, I can close it, that's why. Thank you very much. So, Mother, good news then, I suppose.
When I told your grandmother I was marrying your father, she threatened to disown me. She said my children would be mongrels. My father wanted to lock me in, but she told him it's her life, let her ruin it. I wrote to her when each of you were born. She never wrote back. I'm glad she didn't die hating me.
The estate is yours. Why are we still here?
Technically, the house is now property of the Viscount, since its owner died without an heir. If we went there now, we would just be squatters. But if the Viscount acknowledges our rights, we can get back more than the house. We can get back our name.
Grandmother didn't want you to leave. She tried holding on to you the only way she knew.
She would have been so proud of you. You're everything she wanted in an Amell grandchild. She might have had a hard time accepting it at first, but she would have loved you, all three of you. Oh, Bethany. She was such a sweet little girl. Never cried, just looked at you with those big eyes.
She was so young to be taken from us.
I just keep thinking there's something we could have done. It's killing me. I remember that awful creature reaching down and 18 years of loving and feeding and raising, and that was it.
There's very little one can say in a situation like this. Those 18 years are still there. In the past, admittedly, but still. The memories live on. I think the game did a very good job in starting off right with the ogre, and then we kill the ogre, and we don't really know the setup for the ogre. But then, as soon as you realize you're moving up to the ogre, and you have your sister with you, you can pay attention to the detail and see that she wasn't with you. She wasn't not with you at the beginning of the game, on the first flashback, effectively. Because this is a flashback. This is a story being told by that guy, I forget his name. By Varric. But because we get to fight the ogre twice, and because the cutscene is basically the same twice, it's definitely a memory, a very, very strong memory from the beginning of the game, and it sets up the emotional weight of the scene, I think, very well.
Blame the Darkspawn, not yourself.
The Darkspawn would have been happy with any prey. It was my fault it was Bethany. I miss her. There were 4 of us when the Blight began. It will never be over while there are just 3. I've written to the Viscount. I've an audience for after Bartrand's expedition leaves. I couldn't do anything for Bethany, but with luck, I can at least give us a home.
Yeah. We also have level ups. Let's level up outside only when we have the whole team.